And welcome to our channel. Today we will try to understand why the Middle East is so conflicted like that during the last 2000 years. We can see the Middle East here is in the middle of this big gathering of people from Africa to Asia to Europe. All of them, it's like the center of all this confusion. Usually people were in the past 10,000 years or 20,000 years in the past, if you go, tribes moving always in the region. For example, here it is so cold, so people was going like that, searching for hot places, warm places, and people exiting Africa, they were passing like that. Even we had an immigration all the way happening like that for after to happen like that. So even the Mongolians came all the way from here, Genghis Khan invasions all the way to here, and they end up in Turkey. So also the Jewish population did exit Egypt and moved all the way to here. I think Egypt is here, and there was here. So this is the Arab desert. All we can see that all the arrows in the past, where there was no satellite, no GPS, nothing, the Middle East was somehow everyone, wherever they want to go, they would end up passing in it. Now, if we zoom in and we turn the map like that, we can notice that there is a big desert here all the way, and it's flat. And then we have here the Lebanon, Israel, Palestine, and Syria. And this big desert, which called I forgot about it. It's the desert of Egypt, Sinai, I think Sinai. So we can notice that everyone running from the heat, they will end up in this little tiny green region, and then from it they will expand like that, because here the region is so rocky. So we can notice that the Kurds, Persian, and the Mongolian did move like that, but in the same time the Arab tribes, they was moving as nomads like that in this pattern somehow, and they were passing here. Now let's dive in more. We can see the region much better, and there is a desert, and then at the end of the desert there is a beautiful land of green, which is Mount of Lebanon and Israel and this region of Syria right now. So people who were coming from here and passing into the deserts, and they was seeing a wave of mountains, and when they go down to it, they go to the Bekaa Valley, which is here, which end up a region full of Arab tribes, and from it the Arab expanded to Beirut and expanded to the region. And also in the same time the Jewish Ashkenazi tribes, who they are originally from the Arab world, they was spreading all over this region here. Yes, there is always conflict between tribes. Even the Arab tribes, they was fighting with each other. The problem with the Arab tribe is the concept of eye for an eye, which is not based on forgiveness, not based on love, and it's based on barbarian vengeance. You kill someone, I need to kill someone from your tribe. You cause harm to my tribe, I need to cause harm to your tribe, and we end up right now bomb for a bomb. In 1860, it was a big change for the region. Let me mark here 1860, because Mount of Lebanon, for example, this is Beirut, this is Mount of Lebanon, all of it. The Ottoman Empire wanted to divide it like that. This region, it will be Durzi, this region will be Christian. And all this region here, more than 500 villages being burned to the ground and genocided to cut the presence of Christian in this region, who were farmers in most, ruled by the Durzi. And in the same time, we have in the Golan High a Durzi tribes, who they are originally came from the Muslim Shia sect, and they became Durzi, and they traveled all the way from Morocco. So Durzi tribes immigrated all the way from Morocco like that, and they end up in this region. The Mongols traveled all the way like that, and they end up in Turkey. The Turks now, the Arabs were in this region. In most cases, they came from Africa. And then, after World War II, there is Ashkenazi Jew, they are from East Europe, and they made the decision to start Israel and whatever, and they immigrated all the way to here. Lebanon had a lot of Jews. In Beirut, we still have the symmetry of the Jewish communities. During all civil war, no one touched them. And Jews, Arab Jews, Mizrahi were spread all over this region. Then when Israel was formed, all the Arab Jews end up coming here. And also the Durzi end up joining from the Golan High, the Israel army, and even the Arab of 48 who became Israeli citizens, they end up a part of this region. Now the problem is with all this tribe who are in this region, and a lot of them end up kicked out to Lebanon, Jordan, and Syria because they lost the war. Like tribes in the past, they conquer, destroy, and if you lost the war, you leave or you die. Like this is Arab tribish barbarian mentality, like nothing new. But all this conflict build up, where we end up here in Gaza, a big compound of Muslim Sunni, who they are getting radicalized as Hamas to take over all the region. And if we link what Hamas want, we can link it to 1860 genocide by the Ottoman Empire to genocide all this region and make it 100% Sunni, which means genociding the Durzi, the Muslim Shia, genocide all the minorities, the Jews, the Christian, the Yazidi, and all these minorities, to make it a sea of Muslim, Sunni, all the region here. So now, what happened is Israel, to try to survive all this, they build like a prison to maintain and contain this. And usually whoever is from the region and understand the Arabs carry vengeance and hate in their heart for generations, and they inherit hate from a generation to another. So Arab hate was building here in this region, and Jewish hate was building in this region, and it was like a pressure pushing from this side and pushing from this side till it exploded as a terrorist attack, which caused the deaths of 1,000 innocent Israeli citizens living in their homes, doing their business. And in the same time, Israel retaliated with a lot of bombs and another Arab mentality of hate and destruction, which many people are speculating the death toll to reach 50,000. And now Israel is trying to conquer here, and Arab are trying to defend here. So it is a war which been happening for a very long time, nothing new. 20,000 years, even if we go back in history, usually history is written by the winners. So the reason why we go to geography and look to the region from a geographic perspective is because history can be not reflecting the real truth, but when you see the region and understand the movement of the people in it, you get an idea what was going on. So what will happen, in my opinion, if all people living in this region, they didn't took a radical decision from all sect, Persian, Arab, Ashkenazi, Mizrahi, Arabs, Phoenicians, Canaanian, whatever they want to name themselves, to shift from the Arabic tribe thinking to the mentality of Christ, love and peace, the region will stay, conquer, destroy, to get conquered after and destroyed. And to get conquered, it's like how Gandhi say it, eye for an eye and the world go blind. So this is my simple explanation of the region, my simple explanation of the Israel-Palestinian war which is happening right now. Nothing new, is just a simple Arabic, Persian, Mongolian, Turkish, tribish invasion between each other. I don't want to expand this video more, talking about Eastern Europe tribe mentalities, the Gypsy and all this stuff, and how African deal with each other, and how European after went to the US continent, and we all know what they did there. So just to concentrate on here, it's not like something based on religion or something based on those name of country right now, Israel, Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, whatever it is. Like Lebanon is Mount of Lebanon. The other part which was put into together to create Lebanon as the country is as a reference for the Mount of Lebanon, but in reality Lebanon is just the Mount of Lebanon. So this region have a problem with tribe mentality, which this tribe mentality of vengeance and hate, we find them in Christian, Muslim, Druze, Arab and Jews. And that's why this need to shift for this region to have peace. Stay safe, everyone.